All right, so here's the scenario. You haven't done many improv shows. You've done maybe one or two or three. And you're backstage, you're about to do your fourth improv show, say, and you're panicking a little bit. You're trying to remember all the things that your teacher taught you, all the things that you're supposed to do during an improv scene. And you have no idea how you're going to get through this set. It's going to be a disaster. You know it. You're panicking, right? And that is when somebody, maybe one of your teammates or your teacher, your coach, they lean in and they say, hey, remember to have fun. What the crap does that mean? Here's what it means. An improv long-form set or a short-form game is just a group of improvisers making a series of decisions very, very quickly, one after another, boom, boom, boom. And there are, as you'd expect, various techniques to make those decisions, right? To help you make those decisions. Now, there are probably a couple dozen of these techniques that are taught fairly regularly in improv schools all over the world. They're the trial and error. We know that these are the ones that work, and they're the easiest to do, and that's what you learn. And statistically, there's probably 100 or 200 or an infinite number more techniques that haven't been invented yet. And having fun is one of those techniques. You know, you make decisions based on what the most fun thing would do. It's the easiest thing to teach people. That's why it's taught in level 1. You're new to improv, this is your fourth show, go out and make decisions based on what's the most fun. Absolutely do that. But know that you have to eventually learn some other techniques for making decisions on stage. Other techniques include, but are not limited to, making decisions based on your character. What have you established for your character? What's your character's goals? What's best for the story? What's best for your teammates? What are you feeling? You, the performer, not the character. What are you feeling in that moment? What is the audience responding to? Make a decision based on that, right? There's dozens and dozens of ways to make decisions on stage. We're gonna pass this lawnmower. Eventually somebody, another improviser, will imply that if you're not having fun, then something is wrong, and that's not true. I need you to know that if you're not explicitly having fun constantly on stage, you're not defective. You're doing just fine. You just make decisions in other ways. And by the way, you'll also eventually witness an improv team that prioritizes only having fun on stage. You're gonna see them laughing, you know, they're making each other laugh, and that's great. But their scene just sucks, man. It's not fun to watch. It can be fun to watch, but it also might not be fun to watch. I need you to know that just because you're having fun on stage doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're making good decisions for the scene, that you're making good, entertaining decisions that the audience will enjoy. It's fun for you, and that's great, but you need a little bit more, don't you? So I guess what I'm saying is don't let anybody weaponize the phrase, remember to have fun. It absolutely can be used in a toxic way, sometimes not on purpose, sometimes just by people who are just repeating it. They heard it one time, they don't fully understand what it means. That's just a thing that you say before a show. So there you go, have fun on stage. Yeah, if you can have fun on stage, do it. Remember to have fun out there, but also you gotta do some other stuff. Now, since we're talking about fun and improv, let's talk about after the show, between shows and that kind of thing. Level 1 improv, no matter where you take level 1, it'll usually be a fun class. It's designed to be fun, right? It's an advertising campaign for the rest of the classes at whatever theater you're taking classes at. So it's tons of fun. It's a constant party. But you just have to know that it's not always going to be like that. It's not always supposed to be like that. The farther into classes you get, the more it feels like work because you're learning a new skill, and those skills are becoming more complicated. If you compare it to any other hobby, snowboarding, I don't know if people still snowboard in 2020. So well, I guess I saw the Olympics, people still snowboard a little bit somewhere. Snowboarding's probably tons of fun when you're going down the mountain, but there's a bunch of stuff that happens in between snowboarding down a mountain that's, you know, it's not fun. You know, traveling's not necessarily a barrel of laughs. Getting on the ski lift's not tons of fun. Maintaining your equipment's not fun, but you got to do it so that you can have fun eventually. And improv is the same way. It's not always tons of fun. It's work sometimes, right? So resist the temptation to think, oh, improv used to be fun and now it's not. So something has changed. Something has gone wrong. No, you know, it'll get less fun. You're learning a skill, like I said. Now, I want to be very clear that you should not be experiencing any pain in improv, either emotional or physical. No humiliation, nothing like that. If somebody is causing you actual pain, that's not part of the process. That's not okay. Don't put up with that. Get far away from that person or that organization report them if possible. Get away from that. You should not be feeling any pain in improv. Anyway, I leave you with this view. I believe in you. You're doing just fine. Keep up the good work. Have fun or don't. Just as long as you're fascinated by improv and your audience is fascinated by your performance, you're doing everything right.